Okay, I'm about half done, or a little over half done. As you can see, I glued it, but I do that every once in a while, like I said. And I use Gorilla Super Glue. This, this is just facts. I'm not no paid promotion or anything. This is just a fact that this is the best glue I have ever used, and it lasts the longest. I opened this tube probably a month and a half ago, and it's still good. A lot of the other super glues, once you open it, you've got about 2 weeks, maybe, and it's dry. You can't hardly get it out anymore. But this stuff here, Gorilla Super Glue, it's also impact resistant, so it's just good glue, just good glue. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. I think I'm going to incorporate the brass tacks in all of my sticks from now on, kind of as a trademark or something, I guess. So anyway, I'm going to finish it out, and I'll show you how I finish it, and we'll get back to you. Well, I'm going to show you the finished project here. As I said, I drilled a hole to start it, slid it in, glued, wrapped it all the way up, drilled another hole right in the corner between the leather and the brass tack, drilled another hole, put some glue on the end of it, and took my tweezers, got a hold of it, and slid it in the hole, and then pushed it down with the tweezers. And it works pretty good that way. So there's no big humps where you put it underneath or something like this. Or it's a bare end sticking out. Even if you taper it, it don't look real good. That's what I was doing for a while. I was cutting the end at a taper and then gluing it. But I think this here is stronger, and I think it looks better. You know, I don't know if you can see the bottom one pretty good or not. That's where it goes into the hole right there. So anyway, that's it. That's the walking stick. Completely done with a rubber end on it. I'm going to try my best to be able to put rubber ends on all the walking sticks. So that's it. So thank you for watching it. And what I've done now, and I'm gone back to carving on the big snake stick. I'll guarantee you this is going to take some time. There's a lot of carving, and I don't have the big tools to take all this stuff down. I watched some guys do some carvings. I guess you'd call them carvings. They have big old grinders and stuff, and the sawdust and wood just flies. But I don't have that. I've looked at some of the prices of that stuff, and holy smokes, a little beyond my means. So we do everything by hand. Well, not everything. I do have Dremels, but it's not like those big grinders that those guys have, and big cutters of some sort. I've never seen some of that stuff before because I've never been into wood carving, but I mean, to tell you, some of that stuff is pretty outrageous, how fast it takes wood down and takes it out of there. Which is pretty neat if you're doing big stuff. I mean, golly. I know it's almost an impossibility to do the carving that chainsaws do with a little knife like this. So, you know, it's whatever you have to do to get what you're doing done. And I'm just carving along here. Like I said, it'll take me a while, so this is something that I'll jump into now and again, going through some videos. I don't know what I'm going to do really next. I really want to start working on some canes, but I got to order some stuff. And I've got a piece ordered for the wife's walking stick. It's a what do you call it? It's a combination. It's got the screw foot on it, and it's also, when you unscrew that, it's got the spike, the carbide spike that sticks down. So I'm going to put that on her walking stick. This is hers. Really, she's had it forever, and it's cracked and banged, but it still works. So I'm going to put that on there. But I don't know what else I'm going to try to do here. I got to come up with something. But I'll keep going on this with you for a little bit. And but I'm going to have to switch to something else, because I can't sit here and carve and carve and carve on this for hours and hours and hours. I will get frustrated and think to myself, what in the world am I doing? So, well, I'll let you go for a little bit, and we'll come back when I got a little bit more of this done and show you the progress, and get up here to the snake's head. That's really, I guess, the important part is up here. So, catch you later. Well, got you back here. Can't even talk now. I don't know if you can see it real good, but I use that little point to go around to outline what I'm trying to cut out. So I'm going to finish this out. I know other guys, they just plow through this, but I can't. Then what I do, after I'm done with this, then I go through it. I hope you got that. Golly, I didn't even realize that I wasn't on camera, I'll bet. But I did it with the rattles, and I just go a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger until I get down to where I can use the knife and stuff again. And then the rattles, they have to be, made smaller and smaller and smaller from top to top. So that I can do, I believe. I'm just hoping that everything else is going to come out of it, and I hope you got that. I hope I was enough on camera for you to see that. I'm gonna switch out here, go to a little bit bigger one, go to one like that. These things will hog a lot of wood. That's why I go so slow, so careful with them. And that's another real good thing about this little Dremel. Boy, it's just like a pen in your hand. Oh, it can get away from you. It has. But as you see, it's got a little power. It can really pull some stuff out of there. Let me switch it over to the other side here and finish out. Whoa. Alrighty, well, there it is, outlined anyway. Now I'm going to try to figure out exactly how I want to, or what tool I want to use to go a little deeper and a little deeper and a little deeper. I don't know. So I'll let you go and we'll come back when I got a little bit more done. Hey everyone. First thing I want to say is the last video I put out, I had so much trouble with the cameras that it really wasn't a good video, but I put out everything that I could get and I had, so hopefully my cameras will work a little better now. So onward. On my cane here, my big one, I am doing the snake, and I'm getting this down, trying to figure out everything and how to get it, and it's really taken me a long time to carve this, but I want it decent. I probably again shouldn't have done it, but I did. So I think it's not looking terrible, but it's not looking, you know. Well, we'll see. I've got one spot here that kind of rounded, kind of the way I want it. I hope it will come in okay. But anyway, and like I said, this is an inch and a quarter. And I keep saying aspen all the time, but it's poplar. Poplar can be really tough to cut. Some spots on it are really easy. Other spots are just like rock. But I'm trying to get through it. I'm using the Dremel and my little chisels and my carving knives, so I'm using everything. And I'm just hoping that it's going to come out okay. All right. After that, I'm going to start doing canes. I think I said something about it before. But I'm going to do more of the classy canes, the ones that have the brass heads of different types of ducks or alligators, or there's a cobra head and stuff like that. And there's also one that you use the same at the handle that you use for the shaft, and it's a brass piece that goes on the shaft, and then you put the other piece through it. I don't know how to really explain it, but it's really really nice looking, and I think you can make some good canes out of that if you want to use the wood in both the handle and the shaft. But anyway, I'm working more for the classy canes than the ones that are a stick, you know, bent like a walking stick. But I will make some of them too. So I think that's all I've got on the Weiss. This is a Weiss her stick. I have a thing coming that you put on them, and it has a screw-on rubber end, and you can unscrew that, and then there's the carbide spike underneath that for walking in soft stuff. So I'm going to put that on here, on hers. She said she would like that, and we'll see how that works out. Now, her stick has cracked and checked and everything horribly over the years, but it still looks nice. It still looks pretty nice. So, okay, we'll end that right here, and I'm going to do a little work on the snake walking stick again, and I'll come back to you, and we'll talk about that one. Okay, bye-bye. Hey everyone, I think I've got it down to where I am going to start using the knife and start rounding everything off. I don't know how good you can see the head. Let me get the light around here a little bit better. There we go. And there's the head. I've got it pretty much shaped out. Now I've got to round it out and put the eyes on it, and then the rattle down here. I started stepping making them smaller, but I figured I would do that with the knife as I'm doing the rest of it down here. So I'm really hoping that this is going to come out halfway decent. I really am. I'm going to have so many hours into this thing, it's going to be unreal. But it's just something I guess you need to do for experience. So here we go. Well, I'm going to start pedaling around. I think we're going to do the round off the top of everything first, and then go down underneath, and then as I'm going, I'll jump back in here with you every once in a while and show you what I'm doing. And well, I'm back. I'm done for today. It's been a long afternoon. I did get most of the stuff. Let me get the light back up here. Did get most of the stuff kind of rounded off at the top. I just did it good enough so I can do the bottom, which I've done on one side pretty good, and the rattle, and of course the head. I've got this side to go underneath yet, but I think I can get that one done pretty fast. I learned a little bit from the other side, but this is it's still quite a project here as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, I'm going with it, and I think it's coming pretty good. So I'm going to keep going. So come back to you in a bit.